What problem does this repository solve, and who is it for?
DSH Desktop is a desktop client built for DeepSeek Harness, a plugin-driven platform. It brings the web UI, host service, and plugin system of DeepSeek Harness into a native desktop application. The main audience is developers and users who want to use DeepSeek Harness without setting up a local environment, like installing Node.js or running commands. It's ideal for those who want a streamlined, native experience with DeepSeek Harness plugins.
What does it let someone do that was hard or impossible before?
Before DSH Desktop, using DeepSeek Harness required running it in a web browser or setting up a local development environment. This made it difficult to integrate with native desktop features like system trays, notifications, or even the terminal. DSH Desktop solves this by embedding DeepSeek Harness within a native desktop app, allowing users to manage plugins, host services, and even interact with the terminal directly in the app.
How do the pieces fit together conceptually?
At its core, DSH Desktop is a wrapper that embeds DeepSeek Harness as a local service. It provides a native UI with all the expected desktop app features, like window management, notifications, and system tray integration. The plugin system is a key part of the architecture, allowing users to extend the app with custom plugins. These plugins can hook into various parts of the application, like the terminal, file system, or even the UI itself.
What are two genuinely interesting technical or architectural ideas specific to this repo?
One idea is the plugin system itself. It's designed to be modular and extensible, allowing developers to create and manage plugins without modifying the core application. This is achieved with a well-defined interface that plugins can adhere to, making it easier to add features or integrate with external systems. Another idea is the use of Electron for the desktop app, which allows for a single codebase to run on both Windows and Mac OS, while still maintaining native performance through Electron's optimized runtime.
How does DSH Desktop handle plugin compatibility and integration?
DSH Desktop includes a compatibility mode that allows older plugins to work with newer versions of the platform. This is especially useful for ensuring that plugins don't break when the underlying framework is updated. Integration is handled through a plugin runtime that manages how plugins are loaded, initialized, and communicate with the host application. This runtime also provides utilities for plugin developers, like access to the file system, the terminal, and even system-level APIs.
What's the role of the yarnrc.iml file in the project?
The yarnrc.iml file is a configuration file for Yarn, the package manager used in the project. It sets a few important flags like enable scripts, which turns off the default execution of scripts, and node linker, which specifies that the project should use the node modules format. It also defines supported architectures, ensuring that the app builds correctly on both x64 and ARM64 systems, especially on Mac OS, where universal binaries are needed.
How does the tsdown.config.ts file contribute to the build process?
The tsdown.config.ts file is a configuration for the tsdown tool, which is used to bundle and compile TypeScript code into JavaScript. This file defines the entry points for different modules, like the main application, the plugin system, and the terminal interface. It also sets up the output directory, target platform, and other build options, ensuring that the code is compiled efficiently and correctly for the Electron runtime.
What about the use of I18N in the project?
The project uses I18N internationalization to support multiple languages. This is especially important for a project that has a wide audience, including users who speak Chinese. The README I18N.YAML file keeps track of the hashes of the English and Chinese versions of the README, ensuring consistency between the two. This approach helps maintain accurate translations and makes it easier to update the documentation in both languages.
What are the key features of the DSH Desktop app?
DSH Desktop offers several key features, including a native UI for DeepSeek Harness, integration with system tray and notifications, and a built-in terminal. It also provides plugin management, allowing users to add and manage plugins without needing to install additional software. The app is designed to be self-contained, with no external dependencies like Node.js, making it easy to use out of the box.
How does DSH Desktop ensure compatibility with different operating systems?
DSH Desktop is built using Electron, which allows it to run on both Windows and macOS with minimal changes to the codebase. The project also defines specific build configurations in the yarnrc.iml file that ensure the app compiles correctly for both x64 and ARM64 architectures, especially on macOS. This ensures that the app functions consistently across different platforms, providing a native-like experience on both.
What does the README file say about the project's relationship with DeepSeek?
The README clearly states that the project is an independent open-source initiative and has no formal relationship with DeepSeek. It also notes that none of the contributors are from DeepSeek or its affiliated teams. This is important for users to understand the project's independence and to avoid any confusion about its origins or affiliations.
How does DSH Desktop handle plugin development and distribution?
DSH Desktop provides extensive documentation for plugin developers, including guidelines for creating both regular and desktop-specific plugins. It also includes a plugin market with product and security considerations, ensuring that plugins are safe and well integrated with the host application. Developers can contribute to the plugin ecosystem through the DSH Community Fabric Draft, which outlines the design and requirements for a unified plugin framework.
What are the main limitations or caveats of this project?
One limitation of DSH Desktop is that it is still in the early stages of development, which means that some features may not be fully polished or stable. Another challenge is that the project relies heavily on Electron, which can sometimes lead to performance issues or increased memory usage. Additionally, because the project is independent of DeepSeek, there may be delays or inconsistencies in updates or support.
What does the project achieve in terms of capabilities and ideas?
DSH Desktop achieves a lot in terms of capabilities. It provides a native desktop experience for DeepSeek Harness, making it accessible to users without requiring a complex local setup. It also introduces a plugin-driven architecture that allows for extensibility and customization. In terms of ideas, the project demonstrates how a well-designed plugin system can be integrated into a desktop application, and how Electron can be used to build cross-platform apps with native-like performance.
Who should actually care about this repo?
Anyone who is interested in DeepSeek Harness, plugin-driven applications, or cross-platform desktop development should care about this repo. It's also relevant for developers who want to build and manage plugins, and for users who want a native desktop experience with DeepSeek Harness.